Welcome back to the channel. It's Model Rock 321. Thanks for tuning in. Go on and subscribe to this channel. If you're new, go on and hit that thumb up button if you are new, and if you've been around, check the links below, all that kind of good stuff. Today is an unboxing, a special unboxing. I've been waiting on this kit to get here. I've been waiting on this release. I'm excited for this one. This is going to be a cool one. So as you can see by what I have on display here, I have the very old, the vintage Space Shuttle skill level 4, the one you had to build. The one you had to build. In this box is the new release from Estes, and I want to thank Estes for sending me this. It was shipped a while ago. I seen it, I was tracking it. It took a little while to get here, but it's on time no matter what. So this is the 1/200 scale Estes Space Shuttle. Let's get this open. So we're going to talk about this one, and we're going to talk about these right here. So let's go on and get this package open in true unboxing fashion. You already know what it is. So inside the box is some cool stuff. Oh, awesome. Here we go. Nice. So we have a new Alpha sticker. That's new. I haven't gotten down. I have some other ones. And these Estes logo stickers, these are pretty cool. Very nice. Very nice. And there it is. The package card. The person didn't bother signing this one, but all good. So we got a couple stickers there. So always appreciate those. I have a nice collection of those stickers now. So it's pretty cool. So now let's get into this. What I've been waiting to get. And I'm going to be able to compare it to what I have on the table. So let's see. Nothing else in there. Nothing else. So here we have it. Okay. All right. So what we got? What we got? Okay. So this is 1/200th scale Estes Space Shuttle. Let's check the package out. Nice design. They got a little the window box style right here, clear right there. This will look good sitting on the shelf. So very nice. And they put the shuttle on the corner right here. Flies up to 600 feet. The length is 10 inches, 10.9 inches. Diameter is 1.64. Parachute recovery and glider recovery. So looking pretty good. Packaging is very nice. Very nice. And you can see, and has a nice space shuttle display stand. And you can see the whole flight sequence here. Liftoff, acceleration, climb phase, peak altitude, where the glider separation will happen. And the recovery system deploys, and then you get landing. So there we go. It flies on a C-53 and a C-63. Requires your, launch pad and controller and everything else you will need. Let me see what this stamp is, 9/27. So wow, this was a little while ago, 9/27. What's that date say? Like a 2023. I think they had these, of course, and they got to plan their whole thing out. I know this release was supposed to happen from what I understand and what I've heard. It was going to happen before Christmas, I think, but they had a little delay, so I guess they had some other stuff lined up. Here we have a little history of the Space Shuttle right here. The Space Shuttle was the workhorse of the American space program from its introduction in 1981 until its retirement in 2011. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the original one had the all-white fuel tank. It was Space Shuttle Columbia, was the first one ever launched. I think it was a suborbital flight, and then they circled back around and landed. And in June 1983, astronaut Sally K. Ride made history as the first American woman in space. Yep, so cool. Challenger, STS-4, yeah, we did a whole lot of history with the Space Shuttle. Very scary. I always think about it now as a very scary vehicle. Cool at the same time with that fuel tank right there, and you're right there next to it. So let's go on and get this cracked open. I want to take this out. I want to check some things out, see what this thing's all about, and do some comparison with the shuttles that I have on the table. So let me close this blade because I've been having some close calls lately, like stuff I've been working on, and I've been almost hurting myself. All right, let me see what we got. The whole thing slides out. What we got? Now, to cut something loose, or okay? So yeah, that's not what we got here. Oh, I see some tape, so I'm gonna have to do some cutting. I got X-Acto here, so I have to get in here and do some cutting, I guess. Cut this apart here. And do a little cutting. Do a little cutting. Let's see if that works. Did that free it? No. Let's see, did that do it? Yeah, that may have done it. Yeah, that freed that. Okay. Can we slide? Yeah, now we can slide. Okay, so I had to free that up. Yep, that comes out. Get that guy out of there and get all this stuff out of the box. So we'll sit these guys back here and move this guy over here as we look at this thing. And we'll leave the classic sitting right there, the classic. So we'll start with this. Here's the display stand. Display stand right here, a little plastic piece. Let's get that out too. And maybe I'll open it. I'll open it really neat in case I ever want to just pack it back up. I don't want to just destroy everything. Okay. So we have this piece, a little screw on, that screws on. Some kind of way I have to figure out how all this works. I can kind of see maybe that's, yeah. Just guessing, you know, instructions are cool, but we'll just do this. We'll assume that this goes like that and it's going to hold this in place. We'll assume that. All right, so that's the display thing. It says Space Shuttle on the front, so cool. We have it mounted in there like that. These are our flight fins. They're clear plastic now. Our flight fins are clear plastic. Here's the instructions with some nose weight and a parachute. So we'll put that baggie down here. We'll get this flight fin out. Flight fin number 1. Very tough. A lot tougher than some stuff which one? Definitely tougher. I have one here that's still broke. That's I believe that's the Saturn V one, which is still broken. I think they sell some spare stuff like that, so I can glue it back though. The Saturn V one I got broke a while ago in the desert. And yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumb up, guys, if you haven't already. So here are the clear flight fins. And now we're going to take a look at this orbiter. Let's get this detached. Let me see. No, usually it's in the back. Yep. All right. So we got to do. So I'll just cut these because that's going to be once I thought I had scissors. I ain't really want to. I'll do this. Cut there. So that free the whole thing, or we still got some tape I see, and some lower bands. Yeah, so there's bands all across here. So we'll cut right here. Yeah, that was not as sharp. My scissors, I have some mini ones. Here we go. I'll use these guys. These are. Get some cuts going. And I can already tell this orbiter and shuttle is already small. It's smaller than what I have. It's smaller than the classic. So you can see, yeah, they incorporated the launch pad with the crawler down there. So pretty nice. They did pretty good with the design-wise. Very nice graphic design on that. All right, let's clear some stuff here. So this is 1/200 scale. I'm not sure what scale that guy is. All right, so. All right, let's see. We got some foam glider. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's foam. A lot smaller. All right, so here we go. We have this, and we obviously have a parachute here, and we have nose weight. So I'm just looking at this. Okay, all plastic design. You see we have a screw-on nozzle for our engine. This is a fuel tank and solid rocket booster assembly. I have a spare engine. I have an engine right here, a C65, but just for test purposes. Wow, that's a tight fit. Wow, is that true? Wow, that's something. Wow, this say C6. Wow, that's a tight fit. We got to take. Wow, okay, well, there we go. So the engine goes in. It's a little rough, a little tough, tight getting in there. Okay, so I have a screw-on nozzle to get the engine. I better make sure I'm in frame. Let me go down a little because I think you guys have missed some of this. But yeah, here we got the fuel tank and solid rocket booster, parachute compartment, nice long piece of rubber. Oh yeah, that's like very long. So they seem like they're learning a little bit. They got a long piece there. And I see they attached, how do they attach that? It seems like it's attached down in there to the, oh yeah, we got some glue or something. There we go, glue is everywhere. Not everywhere, but a piece of glue is holding on to the shock cord in there. So yeah, it's mounted down on top of that top ring inside there. It's mounted to that, right near those gases, so it'll burn this eventually and it's gonna break. You know I'm all about Kevlar, but I'll fly it as is for a little while. When it starts getting charred, I'll switch it out. Or just use rubber and Kevlar. Like I said, there's nose weight. That's going to go somewhere. I'm going to read the instructions to see where that's going to go. But yeah, I can see launch lug here. We'll attach there. Yep. So, and here's the orbiter. It's all foam. You don't have to pretty much do anything. I guess that little slot there is for that nose weight, possibly for a glide. You don't have to do any, there's no kind of trimming. Everything is already kind of set for you. I'm going to get this instruction open. I want to see where, I'm sure that noseway has to go in that little slot. That's the only place for it. So parachute attached, blah, blah, blah. Trimming the glider. Okay, yeah, we have some center of gravity is 2.7 or 7.63 centimeters. So there's a mark for that. All right, after you have to do a little trimming. Add nose weight if you die. You know, you got your little stall. Then you get your perfect glide. Okay, so it takes a little trimming, and that's where your nose weight will go in that slot right there. So this is where you're going to play with that. You're going to toss this glider around. But yeah, cool. I mean, let's see how we attach. So we attach, yeah, it's a little different than the classic one. So it's just going to hang. There's a little hole there for it, and it's going to attach like that. Flight fins go in here. Yep, flight fins go inside here. Yeah, it's a tiny little glider. I mean, it's going to get up there pretty, tiny little shuttle. It's going to get up there pretty good being this small. So they said 600 feet. So probably, more than likely, we'll 500-600 feet, something like that. Little foam glider, and here we go. So not bad, not a bad kit. I mean, easy. I mean, nothing to set up. This is pretty much set up. Add a parachute, toss it around a little bit, get the center of gravity right. 7.3 centimeters from the front. Yeah, so there you go. Everything else is standard. You know, you just flying it, single engine, space shuttle, as you can see. Now to put it next to my restored one, if you saw a couple videos back, I flew the shuttle probably last summer now. I don't know when that was. Had that crash and I had to restore it. This is the original shuttle, so you can see the size difference. This one actually looks a little more scale like. I think they got the wings trimmed just right. This one was made, you know, as a glider, a little less scale, but I added a lot of details to this, and it's just more to it. There's a little more to it. Like here you can see, as far as the hang tab, there's a tab there, then they put two here. You can see some other little conduits and structures, and it links here, here, and then up there, where this one just hangs on one tab up front. These you have 3 points of connection. So that's the vintage. Compared, they add a little more detail. Like they added like some of the rings, some of the O-rings and stuff. Not bad, little screw on. That's a nice touch. Nice touch, but it's the one I've been waiting on. I can't wait to get this out and fly it. Definitely gonna put it in the air on a C63 or something. So you can see original one next to the new one. And we have this display stand. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so yeah, did that right. So that will go, you display it inside the motor tube as it appears. Unscrew the retainer ring, and yep, I think it's going to go inside the motor tube for display. Let me get that engine out of there. It was kind of tight. So I'm going to have to use something to get it out. That was a snug fit. All right, so get that out. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, foam glider, not bad. Something they can gets manufactured pretty fast compared to the skill level 4 one. Yeah, so this will sit, and you have yourself a display model. So it sits like so. And there it is. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. And here it is next to the one I restored recently, which is now Shelf Queen. This is now a Shelf Queen, Atlantis. You know, I put some extra work into there, doing all those O-rings. I was going to do the tan. I just never had the tan markings for those rings, but that's okay. That's okay. If I ever get around to finding that vinyl. But yeah, not a bad kit. I mean, it was an expensive kit. Well, mine, this was free, so it didn't cost me anything. So I decided to do a review and show it to you guys. Launch lug there, pretty nice. I think they retail for like $100. So this is a $100 rocket you're getting. Shock cord there, parachute. Let me attach the parachute while I'm at it. I have a screw eye. Let's see if I can find a screw eye really quick. If I can find one really quick. Get the parachute attached right now. I don't know if any of these will fit. Now, where's the parachute? Back in here. Yeah, here's the parachute. What size parachute is this? It's an 18? It's probably an 18. I'm guessing this is an 18-inch parachute. I didn't read that part on the box. So Yeah, it's pretty nice that the parachutes are already all assembled. Is this an 18 or is this a 12? I can't remember if they're purple and white or 18s. Yeah, like an 18. That's an 18. Yeah, so we have 18-inch parachute, and I'm gonna, let me get this. I'll attach this for you guys right here. But yeah, the old school one, the skill level 4 one, you know, many people have said today, I've seen videos of them gliding, people have gotten them to work. Mine, I didn't do a good trim in the beginning. I had those 2 crashes, but yeah, I got it all restored now, and now it's like very nice, and I don't even want to really fly it anymore. It's definitely like this one is like, they're both, you know, it's pretty much you know, shelf queen status. But one now I have a flyer though. This will be a flyer. That kind of, I might need a bigger bell swivel. Let me see, will that fit? Yeah, that'll fit. All right, so I'm gonna attach this guy. Yeah, like I said, Space Shuttle, you know, historically, it's one of my favorite launch vehicles. It's always fun watching these launch. Just massive fuel. You know, everybody know the history with Morton Thiokol and the O-rings and losing the Challenger. Then they lost Columbia on re-entry. So just a lot of history there with this launch vehicle. So, all right, I think this is wide enough. This should be wide enough to fit on here, hopefully. I didn't do all that. I just eyeballed it. Get this on here. Where do I want this guy on? Oh yeah, that's kind of, oh, that's tight. Ooh, that's tight. I might need a bigger one. Let me see, I'll try one needle nose plier. Can I get it? Yeah, I might have to go with the bigger one. I'll go with the bigger one. Maybe, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, that's kind of, yeah, that's tight. Come on. Get in there. All right, so yeah, I got that in. All right. So yeah, 18-inch parachute is attached. I'll just get him folded and put in just to put it back together. Yeah, so it's a tiny little glider. I don't know why I was thinking it was going to be the same size as the original one, as the one you see sitting back there. I thought it was going to be the same size, but it's definitely, it's smaller. You can see it's a small guy. Small guy here. And once I read 10-inch, I was like, oh yeah, it's going to be smaller. Oh, that won't work. Oh no, that's not working out. This got to come off. I got to get this out of here. That's not going to work because it won't let it lay. Oh wait, there we go. There we go. Maybe that way, sideways a little. I have to check on this again. I don't want any issues when it's time to eject. Oh yeah, yeah, sideways maybe. Oh yeah, that's definitely a problem. That's a problem. That is a problem. I'm going to change that out. I'm just doing this because we're on camera, but I'm going to change that to the bigger one. So that hooks on right there, and it just rests on it like that. Just rest on the fuel tank. There's a little curved piece. That's a curved piece. There's no attachment points. It just hooks to the top. So not bad overall. I mean, for the money, it's, you know, $100 kit if somebody's going to buy one. And luckily, I was able to have one, you know, just sent to me like that, which is pretty. Let me tighten this down a little more. There we go. So do that, and then it sits on display like that. Now, with doing that, you don't want to lose this piece. So, because you take this off to hold that, but you can sit this right there, I guess, and he's kind of on, you know, on display. So that's kind of cool. Got the instructions here, which we know all about. Got to do some trimming. Got the flight fins here. These are pretty cool. Will these fit in here? Nope, they won't fit. But these, if you could modify these to fit, that's a better profile than the ones that come on the original one. That would be a nice touch. If you can modify, buy a set of these if they sell them, and modify on the fly if you have one of the original ones, instead of those other ones that kind of change the profile. The clear ones, oh, I'm knocking everything over. I always do that. That's kind of like my thing, to knock everything over doing a video. But yeah, the clear ones are a lot better. I like those clear fins. But yeah, guys, this is the new Space Shuttle by Estes, 1/200 scale. Kind of cool. Nice release. They have a bunch of ready to flies now. Bunch of RTF kits. New release. New release. So here's the new one. New one, and now we have the. You can still find these vintage ones around. You're going to spend a little bit of money for these kind. I'm about to knock this over again. You will spend a pretty penny for anything vintage like this. You know, you have to build. This is some builder stuff here. Everything. There's no punches pulled. You have to build that thing. And this one, I just took it back to scratch. I actually molded this nose because the nose got destroyed. This is a molded nose, and just did all the rest of the work. Found the right orange for the fuel tank, or brown. Orange is brown. Did all the striping because this one don't come with any of that stuff. I had decals. I bought a set that was Atlantis. And here you got to do your trimming with this string right here. You pull, and that'll get your elevons. And I think that's the elevons. Get those done. And yeah, very cool, very cool. And then, compared to this, it's all foam glider, but nice. Here you can see they just stuck a sticker on there. I mean, they did what they had to do to get us a kit, another kit. But yeah, it's cool. I do appreciate it. So thanks Estes for sending this. And you guys shop Estes. Use my discount code if you're new, or even if you've been around. Try the code again. IN_321. Put this stuff in your cart. Discount code IN_321 at Estes. You'll see a little window where you can add discount coupon codes and stuff, and see if it works for you. You'll get a discount because this is an expensive rocket. It's not really it's not cheap. You know, they're not cheap. They're not cheap anymore. So yeah, a new release by Estes. It's on the old and the new. The old and the new. So there you have it. This is the Estes Space Shuttle Model Rockets 321 video of it. There's the packaging. They're probably going to be sitting in the stores right now, sitting in your local hobby stores. It's over at Estes website. And you can get yours. See the classic, old school, and then you got the new school, foam body, smaller. Seem to be a little more scale though. The wings look a little more scale. I think they did get that right compared to the one right there from back in the day. Well guys, go and subscribe to the channel. It's modelrockets 321, and we will see you on the field flying this. I'm going to be flying this real soon. It's modelrockets 321, and I'm out.